welcome back to another Minster Monday, and I've got all the team with me, and we're going to play another game that you can play at home or with your friends. And so you're going to need a deck of cards. And so we're playing a game called Mafia, or it's called Werewolf, or anything like that. And you've probably played it if you've ever been in a youth group. And so you need an ace, you need a queen, and you need a king. And for the amount of people you've got, so I've got 5, you'll need 2 extra random cards. And I'm just going to explain what the game is. So, a king means you are a mafia or a murderer. Queen means you are the doctor. And ace means you are the detective. And so, I'd like you to grab your cards and shuffle them up.
Which you did good shuffling.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the...
And I'm going to hand these cards to my friends. And they're not allowed to see what... They're not allowed to show each other what their cards are.
Bet Harry's a 2.
Okay, so if you're a king, you're a mafia. If you're a queen, you're a doctor. And if you are an ace, you are the detective. And so we're going to play a little story game where everyone closes their eyes and goes to sleep. And each of the various characters wakes up and they all have to do something. So when the murderer wakes up, or mafia, they have to point to someone they want to kill. If the queen, who's the doctor, wakes up, they have to save someone. So they point to the person they would like to save. And if the ace, the detective, wakes up, then they have to point to someone they think is the murderer. And I can, as the game's narrator, can only say yes or no. So it was a dark and a stormy night, and the Telford Minster team were together on a camping holiday. That night, as everyone gathered around the fire to roast marshmallows, the clouds darkened and lightning flashed. Everyone was having a great time, but little did they know that one team member was making evil plans. So everyone finished their marshmallows and returned to their tent to sleep. So if everyone closes their eyes.
Alright.
Okay. So in the night, the mafia wakes up. And they point to someone they want to kill. And they go back to sleep. Now, the doctor wakes up. And they point to someone they want to save. And they go back to sleep. And now the detective, they wake up. And they point to someone they think is the murderer. And they go back to sleep. The next day, everyone wakes up.
Oh.
They all unzip their tents to find that Matt has been stabbed through the heart by a tent. So Matt,
that's sad.
I'm sorry, you're out the game.
Oh.
I'll go die and fix my tent.
All the campers are left stunned.
Hmm.
Now you've got 30 seconds to have a chat between you guys who you think the murderer is.
I mean, all I'm going to say is Sarah's got a lot more room for her tent over there.
Oh, I think it's Sarah.
Harry, who do you think it
Sarah.
is? Steph?
Sarah.
Laura?
Harry.
Harry.
Oh.
What do we do now?
We'll carry on with
Flip
the
a coin.
game. We'll carry on with the
Okay,
game.
carry on with the game.
Okay, so everyone goes back to their tents. It's been a lovely day and they go back to sleep. The murderer wakes up. And they point to someone they want to kill. And they go back to sleep. So the doctor wakes up. And they point to who they want to save. And they go back to sleep. Now the detective wakes up. And they point to who is the murderer. And they go back to sleep. Everyone wakes up in the morning. They unzip their tents. And there is a scream as Sarah finds Steph dead from a venomous snake bite.
Oh, wow.
Venomous snake bite.
Or was it
Steph,
poisonous?
you're out the game. You got 30 seconds. Who do you think it is?
I thought it was Steph after the first round.
Mm.
Maybe. I don't know.
I still think it's Harry.
I say it's Laura.
I think it's Laura.
Yeah.
Then we're all going through.
Okay.
Laura.
Harry.
Laura.
So, okay. The murderer is still in the game. We'll carry on. One more round. Okay, everyone goes to sleep.
Okay.
In the middle of the night, the murderer wakes up and points to who they want to kill and goes back to sleep. The doctor wakes up and points to who they want to save and goes back to sleep. Now the detective wakes up and points to who they think the murderer is and they go back to sleep. Now everyone wakes up in the morning. Another murder has happened.
How?
Laura has been strangled by her yellow raincoat and hangs on a
The
tree.
yellow raincoat!
Wow.
You've always struggled with that zip,
How
Laura.
do you do that in a clearing?
So Laura, you are out the game.
Oh.
There's no one left to discuss anything. So Harry has won the game as he is the murderer. And so that's how you can play Mafia with your friends at home. Hope you enjoy it. We'll see you another time.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.